Hey there, guys. This is just a little disclaimer for this video. I made this while I was still a little bit doped up on melatonin. I'd taken too much. I'd taken 40 mils, and that's not... you should not be taking that much melatonin. I wasn't sure what was going on. I was on a new type of melatonin. So a lot of what I say, and me being slow, it's because my brain is trying to catch up. I've sped up the video. But also, I am unsure if this person in question is a child or an adult, because I was so drowsed up that I couldn't really tell. Hefty makeup. But also the way she dresses is very, 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 very grown-up adult inappropriate. Like, inappropriate for even what I would think an adult should be wearing. But that's just me. There's one part in the video where I say Pookie Bear Honey Bun. And I do that sarcastically to any grown person that is acting a fool. It's a sarcastic thing that I say. So when you hear me say Pookie Bear Honey Bun, that's not me trying to be inappropriate. That's literally just a sarcastic dig that I make at people who are being silly and inappropriate. And at the time, I thought she was an adult. So that's a disclaimer right there. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. And thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. And yeah, at the end, I'm like, I don't know if she's an adult or not, because then I saw what she was wearing, and it was not appropriate at all. I had to censor part of the dress because it was inappropriate. But roll the video. Okay, so I just found out about this person. She's an ex-employee at Smoothie King, and she's been wrongly terminated for some horrible things. Let's take a listen to what happened.
Hi guys, it's Janai and Michelle. I'm just going to explain what happened yesterday at Smoothie King Ann Arbor. So basically, it was really busy the whole day. It was just me and my other coworker. And basically, this couple comes in the midst of it being like super busy, so we cannot attend to them right away. We're just like, hello, we'll be with you in a moment. And they're just giving us really weird looks. And so like we're kind of looking at them back, like what's going on? And that's when we realized that we're in Trump merch. And that's when my coworker says to me like that, like this is making me uncomfortable. Like this is weird. Like because mind you, it was really the day right after Black History Month.
Oh, was it the day after Black History Month? And your poor little black eyes had to see... Black as in skin color, not black as in, she has black eyes. Your poor little black eyes had to see horrible, horrible white people wearing Trump merch. Oh no, that's terrible.
And that's when Dorothy asked us if there was an issue, and that's when my coworker said like, yeah, we're uncomfortable because of your sweater, of your husband's sweater, and she was taking an order on the headset for the drive-thru, and then so that's why I was doing most of the talking because she was attending to the customer, so that's what like yeah, like we are uncomfortable, and then that's when he immediately gets loud, as you can see guys in my video, and we're just saying like yeah, like we're uncomfortable, blah blah blah, and then he.
Well, guess what, sweetie? You can be uncomfortable all you want. That's fine. You have no right to discriminate. That's an issue.
Immediately gets out like discrimination, you're discriminating against us, and that's when we start to get loud because like this grown man is getting loud at us, and he's probably so angry because he is an ex-meth head, okay, and yeah.
First off, I don't know if that's true, but who cares if he's are we really punishing people for bettering themselves? We're really punishing people for bettering. If that was him, we're punishing former drug addicts now. We don't want them to get better. Wow, that's kind of disgusting. No, that's really disgusting, to be honest with you.
Like I told them like, as you guys can see in my video, I said we have the right to refuse service. Have a good day. They did not want to listen to that. Like.
Because you don't have a right to refuse service when it comes to discriminating against people's clothes. That's discrimination. Because you don't like the picture that's on somebody's shirt. You don't have a right to refuse service. Now, in some cases, you do. Like, if it's a family restaurant and they're wearing obscene clothing, like inappropriate nudity and stuff like that, then in some cases, I can understand refusing service. But a Trump sweater? No. The same way as I wouldn't have been allowed to refuse service that one time I saw someone wearing an anti-Trump shirt, and I wouldn't have refused service. Because he was acting like a normal human being.
Have a good day, SpongeBob Big Guy Pants, okay? Like, I'm not really sure what else to tell you guys, so that's why I kept repeating, have a good day, thank you. And then they started, like, asking us for our names, like, saying that they were gonna call the police on us, and it's just like, baby, you said you were gonna leave, so what are you still doing here? The door, okay? Okay, and now everybody's attacking me online, all the boys, news stations have picked this up, I'm trending on every social media platform, it's not-
Oh, everyone's attacking me online, all the guys, no, they're girls attacking as well, they're women attacking you as well. Pookie Bear Honey Bun, because you're dead wrong in this situation. But you're so full of yourself that you don't understand how you're dead wrong in this situation.
Like, guys, like, we just gotta lock in and wake up. It's not about Trump, it's not about Biden, baby, Israel. Israel's the real issue here, okay?
Where did Israel come into all this? It's not about Trump. It literally was about Trump. Like, did we just have an ADHD moment where we're talking about how you were uncomfortable about a guy's Trump shirt, but now all of a sudden you became anti-Semitic? Like, where did Israel come into all of this? How did Israel make you look at a dude's shirt and say, I don't want to serve you because you're wearing clothing I don't agree with? What?
We all need to just wake up and accept it.
Like, that's the video. That's the video. Like, where did Israel come into play in any of this? How did this become an anti-Semitic post? Are you serious? Hold on.
I'm trending on every social media platform. It's not like, guys, like, we just gotta lock in and wake up. It's not about Trump, it's not about Biden, baby, Israel. Israel's the real issue here, okay? We all need to just wake up and accept it. And that's all the Queen Miss Michelle has to say. Goodbye. Hi, guys.
And that's narcissism. That's all the Queen Miss Michelle has to say. You're not a queen. You're a discriminatory jerk. You're a discriminatory jerk. And the comments don't fare any better. Girl, yes, you did that. And the youth will save this nation. The youth will save this nation. I swear that took a lot of courage, and handling the online backlash afterwards is even more difficult. I don't know you, but I am so proud of you. Consider me a new big sis. Well, that's culty. I'll DM you. Reach out anytime. Definitely, discrimination is crazy, but it's illegal. It's not just illegal when it fits your narrative. Exactly. And then I won't be supporting Smoothie King anymore. Smoothie King won't see another cent out of me. And my man, we love our smoothies. Plenty of the rest of us will. Discrimination is against the law. And then it just gets worse. Just sent you $10. Every little bit helps. Thanks for standing up against hate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Notice how they always start a GoFundMe. They always start a GoFundMe. Let's see. You are young. If you lose your job, you have a long life ahead of you. Thank you for standing up. I was 19 getting fired for wearing rainbow pride pins. Probably because that was against their dress code. It had nothing to do with your sexuality. Probably had to do with it being against the dress code. I'm 30 now, finishing my doctorate in forensic psych whatever for inmates. Keep standing up. This is my desired career path. Like, whatever. And then they said, if they fire you, I will personally help you get a new job. Way to stand up, queen. They did. They did fire me. Thank God. I am so glad they did. And then they said, it's always the same look. Because they always have to attack people's personal appearance. I'm glad they did too. She deserves to be free from that BS. And this is just ridiculous. But now, like, she has 17.9 thousand followers. But now, let's take a look at the video. Let's look at this.
For real? Guys, anyways, yeah, the queen got everybody pressed. Mind you, these are grown adults hating on little old me. Like, I really shook them with this. Like, I really...
These are grown adults hating on little old me. Ma'am, you look like an adult. These are grown adults hating on little old me. Yeah, because you discriminated. Let's change the roles a little bit. Imagine if it was a white person behind the counter telling you, hey, we don't want you in here. You make us uncomfortable. Yeah, you wouldn't like that, would you? You'd have an issue with that, wouldn't you? Because that would be what we would call, say it with me, discrimination. Yeah, that's why people have you pressed. Screw the political thing. It would be just as wrong if it was a Kamala shirt. I actually served someone at the restaurant I worked at a while ago who was wearing an anti-Trump shirt. Didn't like Trump, clear as day. I treated him normally, just like I treated everybody else. Because that's what you're supposed to do, to be professional. And his shirt really didn't bother me much. It didn't press me at all. Holy smokes.
Nothing with this, guys. Like, this is really insane to me. And they're being, like, super racist on Twitter. Like, this is crazy. Oh, my God. Yeah, guys, just keep bringing in the love and the support, okay? Period.
They're being racist on Twitter, but you can't show proof that they're being racist on Twitter. You can show this DM, but just believe and trust that they're being racist on Twitter. Let's see what that DM said. Get effed, little girl. Jobless and GoFundMe about to get locked. I don't necessarily agree with that message, but, like, you get what you get when you discriminate against people. You just do. Discrimination doesn't just belong to groups you agree with. Discrimination also happens with people that you disagree with. It does. It does. It's this finicky little thing. It just is. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at what she had to say, and then I'll see if I can find the GoFundMe page. Like, she's annoying. She calls herself the queen. It's the narcissism for me. She calls herself the queen. I can't do it with people's narcissism. I can't do it with people's narcissism. It's so weird. And she's got a large following, so I don't really care if I'm showing her username. Don't bully her. I don't support bullying of any kind. But, like, seriously, I'm not going to censor her name. I mean, people want to find her, they'll find her Twitter account. But the narcissism for me. And like, it really bothers me. She's like, he's an ex-meth head. Okay, so he's bettered himself. I hate when people put ex-druggies down. I do. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But let's take a look at the video, at the actual video.
Into Smoothie King and did not get served because of his hoodie. That is just wanting a smoothie, and you literally looked at us and I asked you if everything was okay. You said, here's a clip. Just wanting a smoothie, and you literally looked at us and I asked you if everything was okay. You said, we don't feel comfortable serving you because of my husband's hoodie. That is discrimination.
Okay, well, have a great day. Like,
That is illegal.
So that's illegal to do.
I said Trump discriminates us.
That has nothing to do with us wanting a smoothie.
Okay, but that's what you support. That's what you love.
You don't. You don't.
Let me get this straight. You work in the...
So I'll let her finish what she's going to say, but the husband didn't get loud. Like she said, so she lied in her video. The husband didn't get loud. The wife didn't get loud. You made your entire story up. I mean, like, did you not, and it wasn't busy. Did you not think that there would be, that the wife's cell phone footage wouldn't get out there? Are you kidding me? But listen to this.
Service industry and somebody comes in and you don't like their clothing, so you're willing to lose your job over that, right? Makes a lot of sense. You need to toughen up, babe. You've got to toughen up because this world is going to hit you very hard if you're offended by a t-shirt or a sweatshirt that somebody has on. Here's her response.
And we already watched the response. I fully agree with this. I truly do. I truly do. I think this is disgusting. She admitted that she discriminated. Let me tell you this, guys. This is why you don't make politics your entire personality. It does not matter whether somebody's wearing an Obama Hope and Change shirt, a Kamala Harris shirt, or a Donald Trump shirt. You owe every person that walks through your doors the same level of professionalism as you would give the next person. You don't get to pick and choose. And unless that person is being ridiculously offensive or breaking the rules of the store, you don't get to choose whether that person gets served. You don't. You don't make that decision. So that is why you lose your job. But we saw the narcissism that this girl had.
Okay, guys, so I might have accidentally started a race.
So I found this video.
Hey guys, so I might have accidentally started a race war, but you guys need to go to her Facebook and get this video taken down. I am a minor and she recorded me without my permission.
So I was wrong. She's not an adult. She's a minor. Must have been the heavy makeup. I'm getting off of a melatonin dope high. I've been doped up on melatonin. But still, it's like, bro, you can't hide behind being a child.
Well, and the comments are all white and they're all being hella racist.
How do you know the people in the comments are all white? And how are they being racist? Like, you still haven't shown proof. See, when you want to show proof, like the DM that you showcased, then that's fine. You can showcase that proof. But you can't seem to show anywhere where the people are being racist towards you. You just want them to be racist towards you.
Guys, please help me get this video taken down. She recorded me without my permission.
You recorded her without her permission. You said you made a video too. Am I missing something? But she had every right to do so. Like, you were being flat out discriminatory. She needed proof and evidence for your boss. Because you're not allowed to do that. And you're learning the hard way that your actions have consequences.
Look, guys, and what's crazy is she low-key, like, she literally looks Hispanic. Like, I don't...
Oh, and there's more racism. Why does it matter if she low-key looks Hispanic? Are you saying that Hispanic people can't vote for Trump? Your parents have brainwashed you, dude. Also, I take away my Pookie Bear Honey Bun comment from earlier when I thought she was a grown person. I say that only to grown people as a sarcastic jab. So I take that away. But you're saying Hispanics can't man, that 40 milligrams of melatonin is hitting me. You're saying Hispanics can't vote for Trump?
know what issues going on here, but literally, so after I left work, my coworker called me and was like, basically all the higher ups are there, and yeah, like it's low-key cook, I might be fired. Guys, please help me get this taken down. And she's literally like, bro, people in the comments are literally like threatening us, like, what do you mean you
And I don't agree with these comments.
would put hands on us? And there's just so much crazy stuff, like, guys, help, 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 help.
Well, here's the thing. You shouldn't have discriminated against people, and this wouldn't have happened. Whether it's right or whether it's wrong is beside the point. If you didn't discriminate against people, this wouldn't have happened. At all. You're in public, you have no privacy. It doesn't matter if you don't own your own Smoothie King, but that's just her right. You have to refuse, that's just her right. You have to refuse service if someone's making you uncomfortable. You're allowed to refuse service, maybe yes. It did turn into a prolonged back and forth argument, and you still have the rights, so they can't fire you for that. No. If they make you uncomfortable by saying or doing certain weird things, then yes, they can fire you. They can fire you. But if they're just wearing a shirt that you don't like, you don't get to discriminate like that. Those are laws. There are laws against that. They just existing and walking up and wearing a Trump shirt. That's not something you can fire people over. No, it's not. You're right. As an employee, it's up to the business, not her. You're wrong. She's not a slave and can't be forced to serve anyone. The employer may let her go, but it's legal. If she's not fired, we will fight like hell to get that place closed down. This is what happens when you hire racist individuals. If she's not fired, we will fight like hell to get that place closed down. This is what happens when you hire racist ignorant individuals. And here's the thing. I think there needs to be a balance. I think we don't need to do that sort of thing. Just let the business die on its own merit. Like, they obviously, they fired her. We support you. If they fire you, that's a lawsuit. Mama's got some legal counsel ASAP. She isn't going to have a case, considering she recorded the interaction and was going back and forth with them. That alone is grounds for termination, since employees are at will. Even if the back and forth was after telling them to leave, and the back and forth was her trying to get them to leave, no, the employer can still disagree with how she handled the situation. The smart thing she should have done was not post it on TikTok, and just to remain quiet till the cops came. You did a great job. Thank you for being brave. Thank you for letting me know Smoothie King is a POS. Haven't been there for months, and will continue not to go there. She don't need your permission. It's oftentimes illegal to record minors, even if it's in public, except she didn't record the minor. The minor was off to the side. The camera was pointed at the husband, so you're wrong. You're wrong. Smoothie King is a private institution, so that would make it even more illegal depending on the state. Y'all need to know these things before you comment about your lack of home training. Like, everybody is a lawyer. Everybody becomes a lawyer and turns into a lawyer whenever they want to fight for someone that they deem has been wronged. And this young lady is learning. I'm going to have to so speed this video up because my brain is not firing properly. I'm not editing this out. This is all happening fresh. But this young lady is learning what consequences are. She is. And again, I don't agree with the violent threats and the attacks on her. That's just disgusting and wrong on every front. It's disgusting when people do it to Charlie Kirk supporters. It's disgusting when y'all are doing it now. Just don't do it. It's not that difficult to not be violent. But, like, the amount of narcissism that her parents have pumped into her is disgusting. It's just disgusting. But I'm curious of something.
Okay, so Libs of TikTok just reposted my video to bring more hate and harassment to a minor, okay?
I always love how they're saying, to bring more hate and harassment to a minor. No, I don't like Libs of TikTok. Haven't liked them in a long time. But no, you made this situation public. And now you're learning consequences for your discriminatory actions. You admitted you were discriminatory. You have a large following. You don't think people wouldn't have found you in the first place? No. Get off your high horse.
But they decided to cut out the part where I said that we all need to unify as Americans against that that Trump and Biden are not the issue.
Yeah, because that was a weird anti-Semitic stance to take out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Like, where did Israel come into all of this? Your whole situation was because somebody was wearing a Trump shirt, but now you all of a sudden made it about Israel. Like, they cut it out because it was stupid. Regardless of whether you're pro-Palestine, anti-Palestine, where did Israel come into any of this?
Time for us to focus on the
Oh, and you didn't say Trump and Biden wasn't the issue. You said it was Trump that's not the issue.
real issue. Live the TikTok is Jewish. It's time to wake up, guys.
There's more anti-Semitism. Like, where does anti-Semitism come from? Like, what is going on? What is going on? I'm so tired of the hatred against the Jewish people. You're no better than Schmittler. You're no better than the funny mustache man that you claim Trump is. Holy snot, man.
Come on, we gotta wake up. Okay.
Like, look, I'm not going to go as harsh on this child. I'm going to go harsh on the parents for brainwashing her. And maybe the parents didn't even brainwash her. Maybe she was just on the internet too much. But whoever did the brainwashing is dead wrong for this. Dead wrong for this. Also, get you a lawyer and sue for wrongful termination. Refusing to serve someone because of their party affiliation is legal. It's not a protected class. Let's check that. If somebody walks into a restaurant wearing the shirt of a political party that an employee doesn't like, does that employee have a right to kick them out of the restaurant?
No, not really. Unless the shirt's causing actual trouble, like starting a fight or harassing people. Restaurants are private property, so the owner or manager can refuse service for almost any reason. But I don't like your politics isn't a protected one. Most places just say, no shirt, no shoes, no service, not no opinions. If the employee kicks them out over a t-shirt alone, that's usually more about the employee's ego than any real rule. The customer could walk right back in, or even sue if it escalates. Though honestly, who'd bother? Still, it's a dumb hill to die on. You'd rather lose a sale than bite your tongue? What do you think? Would you...
Again, fake TikTok lawyers doing what fake TikTok lawyers do and being complete idiots. Like, complete idiots. But let's proceed. You cannot discriminate on who you vote for. That's why she's fired. Hey, so you can refuse service to a C-head and his C-head wife. And here's more discrimination. She said he's a former C-head. And let's look at this. Let's look at this. Okay, so 33 will face charges and is on parole. So when was it? This was in 2016. So she said he was a former C-head. So he wasn't doing any drugs on premises. He wasn't high on the property. He wasn't any of that. So no, you literally cannot discriminate in that manner. You cannot. These people are stupid. These people are stupid. If this is even him, 2016. Y'all are idiots. You can't refuse service to somebody because they used to be a druggie. You just can't. That pisses me off. So let's check out her page. Making fun of the Jews, posting the video where she said where people are saying that the Smoothie King responded, the illusion, and then it's the Jews. Miss Michelle is more beautiful than you. Thank you, Smoothie King, for making the right decision. You should have acted more quickly, but we appreciate the correct outcome. And her narcissism is showing. I support this person. And then here's the one racist comment. Here's the one racist comment. Thank you for speaking up. In a now deleted tweet, he commented about a couple who were refused service at a Smoothie King due to the husband wearing a Trump shirt, saying that he owns a Smoothie King and he'd do the same thing, meaning he would deny service to anyone who he believes has a different political view than him. He owns the Smoothie King in Fortville, MD. Per Smoothie King's statement earlier, they said that as a brand, Smoothie King is committed to ensuring our stores are a place free of discrimination of any kind, where every guest and team member is treated with care and respect. If that's truly what Smoothie King holds, how is it acceptable for a franchisee to proudly say that he'll discriminate against his customers? And look at how proud he is. I own a Smoothie King as well. I wouldn't have served them either. Bye-bye. What a disgusting man. So I wonder, do you ask your employees their political leanings before you hire them? Do you do that? And she's like, thank you for speaking up. Thank you for speaking up. He's going down with you. Trav needs to join Miss Michelle on the unemployment line. Ghetto and fired. Like, I don't agree with this. This is disgusting. You're going to help him pay his bills when they pull his franchise from his Black A? Like, bro, all of this is just disgusting. The attitudes that you're giving me. See, you're getting the energy back that you push out into the world. That is what's happening here. Trump is the one who made the right to refuse service legal. Yeah, you have the right to refuse service over normal things, not people's clothing. Like, that's her entire Twitter is her just reposting this stuff. That's the entirety of it all. Obviously, I'll speed this up, but like, this young lady is learning real quick, real quick of what's going on. Like, seriously. Also, if you're a minor, why are you dressing this inappropriately? I don't know if I believe that you're a minor or not. What minor dresses like this? And I'm having to censor part of that dress because it's super inappropriate. Maybe you are a minor and your parents just don't care how you dress. Either way, your attitude sucks. You know what amazes me? How she took this massively anti-Semitic, anti-Jew route. So let me ask you this. If you're willing to discriminate against somebody because of their political leanings, if you found out somebody was a Jewish person and you felt uncomfortable, would you discriminate against them too? And I wonder if the same people that are clapping like barking seals because this person discriminated so effortlessly against Trump supporters and had a little bit of power, I wonder if they would also be clapping and saying that it was right for her to say that that Jewish man, if there was a Jewish man in front of her, should have left. And again, these are the types of people who say that the Trump supporter is like that of the funny mustache man. Now, I'm not telling you to like Trump or to be friends with Trump supporters or anything like that. I just like pointing out the hypocrisy of people. Be whatever political views you want to be. That's your right, and I respect that. But I don't respect discrimination on either side.